All right, so you are going to click on the link. So I see some persons coming over. Nice. Awesome. All right, so we see persons coming on. Well done. All right, so everyone should be clicking on that link that is in the chat. Click on that link. You're going to come on over. All right, still not seeing some persons as yet. All right, seeing a lot of persons, but still not seeing some as yet. So you need to come on over, click the link. All right, good afternoon to the persons joining on YouTube. All right, so there's a link. So I'm going to send that link again in the chat. So I'm sending the link in the chat again. All right, so there goes the link. So everyone, when you sign in, when you go on over and you signed in, put your full name. So there goes the link for the persons on YouTube. You're clicking on that link. We're doing mock exam today. All right, so good evening to everyone who is joining. Welcome to another session here with us at Mathematics Resource Center. All right, so everyone should be on that link, clicking that link. Still not seeing some persons over there as yet. So I want you all to join. All right, so based on the fact that no, you're not seeing any work as yet because I want everyone to join. So we're going to use the next 10 minutes making sure that everyone is on their whiteboards. All right. So by the time you get the question, by the time we get started, everyone will get the same time to get started. All right. All right, good. So I'm seeing some more persons. Nice. Absolutely amazing. All right. All right, so the person's on YouTube seeing it. So go ahead and click the link. You're on YouTube, click the link. All right, so that's where you're going to participate this week. All right, so we're going to be doing our mock exam and we're going to be doing that in 9 minutes. So everyone have the link now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and post it again on YouTube and also post it again in Zoom. And let's do that again here on Zoom. All right. So remember now, go ahead and share to your friends. Share, share, share. Share the link, share the link, share the link to your friends. Tell them about the PEP ability class. Let them know that you're doing a mock exam. It is free, 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 free. And they need to be a part of it. At the end of the mock exam, based on your scores, I will be reaching out to some parents to give them just ideas of what can be done as it relates to improving your score. So if you get depending on what your score look like, I would definitely reach out to mommy or daddy and give some recommendations to see how we can help you in order for you to not just pass the exam, but pass the exam with the best score and get to the school that you want to get to. All right. So we get started shortly. All right, so on your whiteboards now, you're going to be seeing the task being pushed to your whiteboards. All right, so you don't have to clear your whiteboards. All right, it's going to just cover whatever you have on your whiteboards, and then you're going to start as soon as you see it on your whiteboard, you're going to start. All right, so as soon as the question come on your whiteboard, you're going to start. If you're not on your whiteboard, if you had come off your whiteboard for some reason, go back on your whiteboard now, right? Because when I tell you time's up, times is just up, and then that would be it. All right. So when I tell you time's up, I'm going to lock the classroom, and you won't have any opportunity to come to edit your whiteboard. Okay. Okay. So if you're not on your whiteboard, go on your whiteboard now for me. If you're not on your whiteboard, go on your whiteboard. Persons on YouTube, please ensure that you're on your whiteboard. If you're not on your whiteboard, go on your whiteboard now. If you're not on your whiteboard, go on your whiteboard now. I'm trying to repeat this as many times as possible because I don't want you to get to be here and don't actually get the opportunity to participate. All right. And then when I close the whiteboard, that would be it. Okay, so if you're not on your whiteboard, go on your whiteboard now. If you had come off your whiteboard, go back on your whiteboard now. Go on your whiteboard, go on your whiteboard, make some form of marking so that I can see that everyone is on your whiteboard and your whiteboard is active. All right, so I'm seeing some persons making those marks, some persons not. All right, so I'm seeing some persons. So if you're not on your whiteboard, come off Zoom. All right, you just have Zoom for audio. Don't stay on Zoom. All right, don't stay on Zoom. You have that for audio. For the persons on YouTube, you might need a second device. All right, so that you can hear me on one and then participate on your whiteboard on another. Okay, so if you're not, I haven't seen some markings, I haven't seen any marking on some whiteboard, which means that you're not there, you're inactive. So make a mark so I can know that you're active. All right, yes, the sun. Yes, I'm seeing some. Okay, Tavika. Yes, sure, I'm seeing that. Wonderful. All right. Okay. So pushing whiteboard. So let me know when you, okay, so pushing the whiteboards to you now. Should be coming up on your screen. All right, absolutely amazing. So I'm seeing it on most person's screen. So we are going to go ahead and fill that first bit in. We're going to go ahead and fill that first bit in. Let's fill that first bit in quickly. Absolutely amazing. Well done. All right, so I'm seeing some persons doing that. Okay. You can just put, you don't need to put your full name. You can just put your first name. Your first name is fine. So you don't need to put your full name. You can just put your first name. All right, well done, Lelise. Absolutely amazing. Well done. Okay. All right. So, okay, good. All right. So what just happened just now is that some person's whiteboard, I'm realizing that some persons, because some persons didn't have the whiteboard up, when I pushed it over, all right, it replaced everyone's whiteboard. All right, so my sincere apology. Just go ahead and make that adjustment again. And I'm trying to to just go through and put it on some person's whiteboard that it's not on. All right. All right, so this whiteboard is good. All right, so I'm seeing some persons writing. All right, so this whiteboard is good. And we chose this method for you to actually do your task, this method, because it gives you the feel of the exam itself, because you're actually writing it. All right, it is not like maybe just doing it on Google Classroom where you would just, you need to be submitting the pieces, so you actually get to write on the paper like you're actually doing the exam, the physical exam. So that is why we chose this method. Okay, all right, so Khalifa, you're not there. Carlington, you're not there. Azrael, you're not there. And I hope your parents are going back to watch these live, to see that you're logging on and you're not doing the task. Listen, man, it's no plaything. Come onto the whiteboard and come complete the task. Don't be sitting around the computer on Zoom and acting as if you're doing the work and you're not doing the work. Ajani, you're not there. You're not there. Carlington, you're not there. Kavis, you're not there. Melonia, you're not there. Rod, you're not there. Rabina, you're not there. Sasha Gay, you're not there. Shana, you're not there. Shake one, you're okay. Shake one, you're signed in twice. I see you, Shake one. Tarika, you're not there. Talisa, you're not there. Zeri, you're not there. Zari, you're not there. If you're not on, and I know your mommy, I know your daddy, I'm going to be calling them and tell them, listen, you were only sitting on Zoom pretending as if you're doing work and you weren't doing anything today. So come on over to the whiteboard. The link is in the chat. I'm going to send the link again in the chat for the persons who don't have the link to get the link. You know, I'm a really nice teacher, but when it comes on to you doing your work, you ought to be doing your work. And if you're not doing your work, you know I'm going to be upset too. All right, so come on over and come and do your work. It shows when you're there. It shows when you're away. When you're on, I can see that. And when you're away from the whiteboard, I can also see that. Okay, so for the parents who would be reviewing this video, I want you to pay close attention to what's happening. All right, and these are things that I need you to address. So if parents who are watching will be watching this video, pay close attention to this. All right, so you might not be able to see it because they don't get recording from their regular class, but you can see it here when the person is not in the class. Like for this person, it shows that they're not in the class. So you can see that little sign that draws across the person to say that they're not in the class. All right, so they're not here. All right, they're not there. Not there. So you can see the persons who are not there. All right, so like for instance, Khalifa. Khalifa signed on. She did her first page, write up her name, but it's showing that she's not on the page. All right, it shows. So I hope that some parents would actually come back and watch this video to see your child participated in the and to realize that sometimes those two children are sitting at the table and not participating in lessons. Okay, and I need you parents to be firm with these children. Be very firm. So let me go ahead now and commend the students who are doing amazing. So say for instance, Aiden, and Aiden is a strong worker. He's on to this question. Which question is this? Let me tell you which question that is. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aiden is on his 5th question. Well done, Aiden. Here's another child. She's working on her question as well. All right, well done. Here's Anthony Gale. Anthony is working on his question as well. Well done, Anthony. Okay, here's Dante. Dante is one of my Saturday class students. Well done, Dante. All right, so we can see when you're working. Here's Josiah. Josiah is an excellent student and he's there working. For the persons who are just joining, I am going to go ahead and put the questions onto your whiteboards. So if you have friends, whether they are doing the PEP this year or not, just tell them about the class, let them join. We'll be here up until 6 o'clock, okay? So they can join and they get the opportunity to complete the quiz. No one should be looking in their books. Your books should be closed. Remember, you're not trying to impress Miss Hunter. You're trying to see where you're at, all right? So your book should be closed and you're working from memory. You're working from memory. Tis Hina, well done. And she's writing out her explanation. Well done. All right, absolutely amazing. This is what I like to see, man. All right, excellent student. If you're on with your whiteboard, you're not seeing anything on your whiteboard, I'm pushing it to your whiteboard. So as long as I see you on, I'm pushing it to your whiteboard. But if I realize that your whiteboard is blank and you're not in the lesson, then I will not push it over to you until you're in the lesson. All right, so for the persons who are not in the lesson, please get in the lesson now. All right. I have just posted the link in the chat again for the persons who are just joining on Zoom and do not have the link. I have just posted the link again on YouTube. Click on the link, join the whiteboard. Okay, so you'll be doing your quiz today. The information that you're putting in for your name, your grade, your school, contact information. This is for me to reach out to you to tell you what your result, what your grade is, and to also give feedback to those persons who who I believe that you might need to put in some extra work in preparing for the exam. Okay, so make sure you put in that information. If you cannot type it on on the board there as it is, don't worry about it being looking neat. Just try and type it as much as possible, and as much as possible just make sure you have your first name and a contact info number so you can get your results. Okay. Okay, so as you come in, you just click on the link. Your screen will be blank when you come in. All right, so as said before, this is similar to, the setup is similar to a real exam. You would go to the exam late, you get your paper late, right? So it's not a case where when you go in, the paper is there, you get your paper after you come in, all right? So you'll get your paper shortly if you're not seeing your paper there. As you can see, I just go through. So Meloni is not there, Malika is not there. Okay, so here this person is here. So as I go through, I just do that for you. Okay. Mm. Okay, so if you're finished, right, you can just leave. As long as the information is there for your contact, then you will get your result later this week. By now and Saturday, your results will be posted to you. Okay, so if you're finished, you can leave. Don't close your whiteboard. All right, you just leave your whiteboard as they are. The persons on YouTube joining, just joining. Okay, so you can go ahead and click on the link, and I've just put the link there. So if you're finished, just go ahead. You can go ahead and leave. But if you haven't started, haven't received the link is in the chat, and the link is also on YouTube. Okay, so as long as I see you there, I will just issue you the paper. You might not be able to, Lauren, I'm giving you a new board. You might not be able to write properly on the paper. That is fine. Don't worry about the neat writing. That is totally fine. When you're finished, you just go ahead and leave. When you are finished, just go ahead and leave, okay? And remember to go on over to YouTube to subscribe to our channel. And also, if it's the case where you have friends who did not get to join, they can still join. We still have 39 minutes to go before the test is closed. Okay, so you still get the opportunity to join. So send the link to friends so that they can join and get to complete the mock exam. And also please ensure you have your contact information so you can get your result. The person's just joining. There goes a link in the chat. Oisha, okay, I'm going to do that for you. Let me see if I find you. Okay, so for the persons, I know that some persons does join. All right, no one is supposed to assist you with the questions. It's independent task. I know that the whiteboard is new to some persons. For other students who have been to our lessons before, then the whiteboard is not new to you. But for some persons, it's new. It's a bit challenging, but don't try to write. Don't try to write as you would in school. It won't work to say that you won't get it all nice and clear, but just try to put what you can, how you can it. Okay. Okay, when you're finished, you just leave your whiteboard as it is, and then you may go. All right, so if you're finished, you may go. Okay, so I'm about to lock the whiteboard in 3 minutes, or to close the classroom in 3 minutes. Okay, so this was a good opportunity for you to actually interact with the paper to an extent as you would with a regular paper writing on. Okay, so this was a really good activity for you to do that. Hmm. Some persons did a really good job. All right, at doing so. They said this looks really nice. Okay, so they said did a really good job at that. She wrote properly, and that looks really good. I understand that everyone does would not be able to write properly on the whiteboard, but that's okay. So we're about to close the whiteboard in 1 minute. Close the room in 1 minute. For the persons who did not get the opportunity to participate today, had some issues with the whiteboard, whatever it was, right? I will definitely, please put your contact in the chat. Put your contact. If you're on YouTube, please do not put your contact in the chat there. Okay, or reach out to me and I will definitely send you in the quiz by Saturday, okay? So I will definitely try and get another method for persons to complete the quiz. But this was a really good method, and I hope that most persons got the opportunity to do it, and the feedback will be sent out as it relates to your score on this quiz and any additional feedback necessary. Okay, so please ensure you have your information, your contact information there so that you can receive those feedbacks. So it is 45 minutes past. Okay, so the room is locked. So we're saving our final whiteboard. So you can see we have our whiteboard saved as to what we had before. So you can see we have those saved and we can definitely access that information. Okay, so that brings us to the end of today's session. We were expected to go to the additional to 6 o'clock, which is to give it 2 hours, but we will be closing it at 15 minutes to the hour. All right, so I apologize for the person that did not get on, and for the persons that did not get on, we are definitely going to try and do something additional to make sure that you get an opportunity to complete. For the persons who complete and had issue along the way, something messed up or so, we are definitely going to be looking at ways to give you a second chance at completing this. Remember that we have our PEP workshop next week, Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The cost is $1,000. And with the PEP workshop, outside of what you do on the Saturday, you'd also have access to our daily quizzes and our videos, right? So go on and sign up. The information is on Facebook and let me just show you. Let's just look quickly at the flyer. Okay, so here it is. So we will be focusing on number sequence, letter sequence, nonverbal sequence, verbal classification, basic analogies, picture analogy, verbal reasoning, logic, problem, analytic reasoning. All right. So we have all of those that we'll be focusing on and the different session as they are listed here. And the class is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with a 30 minutes break in between, and the cost is $1,000. So see you for that class. Remember, you got to sign up before the class. Yeah, you must sign up before the day. So the deadline is for you to sign up on the 23rd, so that we can have all the passports and everything prepared for you for class on the 24th. All right, once again, I appreciate you all for joining, and I do trust that you did your very best on the test today, and I am looking forward to seeing you next week. Please ensure that you go home. Well, you're at home. Please ensure that you practice, 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 and you put in the hard work to get to the school that you desire and to get also the average that you desire. Okay. God bless you